This is a DVD spot on the Spectacular Spider-Man Complete First season. What? Yeah, first season. I know. I actually, it's a funny story about this. First of all, I don't know where, for some reason, this animated series has gotten no love whatsoever. Where's the love for the Spectacular Spider-Man is what I'm asking. They've put as far as I know, they've put the first season on, and then they put the second season here in Canada first. I believe the States is either still playing the second season through, or they've already finished the season as well. But the show gets horrible times on TV, usually all over the place. They've released these discs on as individual volumes, which again I can never figure out why they do that. But as far as I know, this series is now canceled. And they have actually interviewed the writers of the show, and the writers have left to go on and do other things. Whether the show will be saved and renewed, I really don't know. I mean, now that Disney actually owns the rights to Marvel, I'm hoping they're actually going to go in and bring this show back. There's huge potential, from this YouTuber's perspective, there's huge potential for a possible third and fourth season. I mean, they've already introduced characters for later seasons, and I don't know why they would want to drop this show and do something else. Yes, there is an ongoing debate as to whether this series or the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, which was the better cartoon series. Now granted, as much as the 90s cartoon at least featured more Spider-Man characters and more stories, I didn't personally like a lot of the designs in the cartoon. First of all, Peter Parker was, I think everybody was incredibly large. Spider-Man, or Peter Parker, looked like a Ken doll that had been working out. I mean, he was much too large for Spider-Man. Even characters such as Dr. Octopus were huge. They had these huge muscular suits on. It makes no sense. What I do like about the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, at least, was that everything, first of all, it was more stylized. I like the more detailed, stylized look of the characters. As well, the builds of the different characters were a lot different from one another, too. Doc Ock was very short and, kind of roly-poly. Spider-Man's very lanky. It was a good design of all the characters. Now, talking about this DVD... What? I know, the DVD. Probably not many people have even seen this before. If you have, then you're certainly more lucky than I have. You can find this on Amazon as the complete first season. In Canada, however, to go into any local video store and try to find this is next to impossible. I actually had a very good friend of mine, you know who you are, who actually saw this at one of his video stores in the mall, and was very generous enough to pick this up for me. Aside from that, though, like I said, Amazon is about the only place where you can find this. It contains the complete first season of Spider-Man, and not the horrible volumes, I'm sure as many collectors know, that these production studios throw out. I think there's been about 3 or 4 volumes that have had 2 or 3 episodes per volume. And I don't know why they bother doing it and not just release the full seasons like we have here. But like I said, it contains all 13 episodes, featuring all the likes of Sandman, Green Goblin, Venom, Vulture, and so on. At the top it says, "Get ready for 2 discs of non-stop Super Spidey excitement as the world's most famous web-slinger superhero returns in all 13 action-packed episodes from the hit first season of the Spectacular Spider-Man. The line of supervillains determined to take down the Spidey seems never-ending. There's Venom, Electro, Dr. Octopus, Sandman, and Rhino, just to name a few. These criminals are almost more than he can handle, and the stress would be enough to send a lesser superhero over the edge. But it's all in a day's work for the Spectacular Spider-Man." The features on the disc include Stylizing Spidey and Spider-Man Reanimated. Two very nice features, actually. As you can see, if you open it up, it consists of 2 discs, and one features Spider-Man in his classic costume, one features Spider-Man in his symbiote black costume. But yeah, I don't know why this show has not received love. Will we ever get this Spider-Man set on a second season? I really don't know. I'm hoping, and I'm only crossing my fingers, that we're going to get a season 3 of Spider-Man. Yes, while some may like the 90s Spider-Man, for this YouTuber, I'm much more like the, that's not even English, but I much prefer the Spectacular Spider-Man. So that was a toy or DVD spot. I was going to say toy spot. That was a DVD spot on the Spectacular Spider-Man Complete First season. Is it in your stores? It's certainly not in mine, but I'm glad I picked it up, and I'm glad my friend was nice enough to get it for me. But stay tuned for more DVD spots down the road, and with that, I'll see you guys next time.